Okay, in this video we're going to work on doing funnels in the different flight orientations. As you can see, funnels are pretty much just like circles, except you're flying sideways. Now, the way I recommend to get into a funnel is to start the circle that you're used to in the direction that you're traveling in, and slowly work the tail around until you're in a sideways flight orientation. And it takes a little bit of practice, but essentially what you're going to learn is how to get yourself into that funnel and how to fly sideways. And the key to sideways flight is, in your normal circles, you're kind of using the elevator forward and back movement to keep the heli in the circle, and you're using the tail to kind of keep the tail in the turn. And you use the cyclic to kind of bank the circle so that you can keep it at a constant height and heading along with the pitch. Well, things are a little bit different in a funnel. In a funnel, you're using the elevator to hold the helicopter in the funnel, and you're using the cyclic to kind of pull it around, kind of like you do the elevator in a circle. And as a result, it requires a little bit more learning, a little bit more practice. It's not something that you're accustomed to seeing the helicopter do, which is fly sideways. So funnels can look really cool when you do them at the field. They take a little bit more practice because it's a little bit easier to get disoriented in a funnel and kind of lose it. A little bit like I did in some of these upright, where you start to gain altitude or the tail starts to fall off, then you know that that's something to work on. And when you first start doing this, you want to make sure that you keep working on these and just keep working on trying to get around until you can get all the way. And then once you can get it all the way around, work on getting it twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5 times. Once you get that going, you should start working on trying to keep it at a constant speed and a constant heading, kind of like I'm doing right here. You just want to keep rocking the elevator back and forth until you can get it grooved into that circle, and just make sure that you keep the tail in the turn the entire time while you're doing your funnel. And as always with circles and figure eights, you want to make sure you practice your bailouts and you have everything ready to go. You'll start to notice in doing funnels that there'll be a certain direction that you'll be more comfortable within the tail, and it's either pulling the tail or pushing the tail, and that'll kind of trend out later here in some of the things that we do, especially morphing transitions and stuff. You'll find that one direction of the tail or one direction of the circle will be easier than another, and that's pretty much it. You just want to make sure that you practice these at different heights, a little bit higher like I am here, a little bit lower. When you do these at the field, you want to do them 3 mistakes high, so that if something goes wrong, you're ready for it. And so make sure you practice them up high as well. Now for some bonus moves, we're going to work on some funnel figure eights. And this is a transition we're going to work on a lot more and pretty extensively when we get into morphing transitions, but you can kind of see here, basically what you're doing is, once you really groove in those funnels, you can kind of just pull back on the elevator, and then you want to snap it back into the other side of the funnel and keep it going around. This gives a really good effect when you're at the field, and it's a pretty exciting maneuver to watch. And here we're going to do just basically the same type of move, but we're going to do it with a nose down funnel. And if you want to, you can slow it down. You can change up how you do the transition, and just kind of have some fun with it, and let it go the way you want it to. You can make it fast. You can make it low. You can make it shallow, and we'll work on that pretty extensively in the next couple of videos. So there you go. There's some morphing funnels and morphing transitions for funnels.